Hey, what's up, folks? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm going to be filming my first solo camping overnighter since my accident. So you've seen me taking baby steps as my hand is healing. I've come out and camped out with Cuervo Negro, and I try to be as independent as possible. But when my hand was really busted, I did need a second hand to help me set up my tent and stuff like that. But as I'm getting stronger, my hand is getting stronger. I'm going through physical therapy. I want to be as independent as possible. So I was overdue to get out here and film a solo camping overnighter, setting up my tent by myself, making a fire by myself, doing all the cooking and all, chopping the veggies, all that stuff by myself. And we're going to make the best of it. So I'm up here in the beautiful Oregon mountains, Aguirre Springs campground. And it's nice and cool right now. We may be getting some rain. No one's around but me, so it's going to be some good times. We're going to have a couple of cold Coors banquets, and then I'm going to be chopping up some veggies and some sausage to cook up some kebabs. So thank you for joining me. Let's get started. All right. Come on. All right. Hell yeah. First, one-handed ferro rod fire. I've never even practiced that. I just improvised it on the spot. And yeah, not too shabby. So I just got the fire started. I'm of course gonna get it nice and hot so I can have a good bed of coals to cook up my dinner. Now here is my tent. I did set it up. Now I'm able to make a tent, set up a tent one-handed. I've done it before. The only part that's difficult when you're one-handed is when you're arching the tent poles, to make the dome shape. That can be an absolute pain because it keeps coming loose, popping off the grommets in the corners and stuff like that. But I managed to get it done. The tent is fine. I did take a couple of shortcuts. I didn't stake anything down or anything like that. But it's a nice calm day. There's not a lot of wind, plus all the weight of my gear and blankets in there. It's going to anchor the tent. So I don't have to worry about this thing flying away. But I definitely wanted to get that rain fly over because we may be getting some storms later on today. And I hope so, because I would love to see some summer rain. It's been such a parched summer. It's very dry. So I'd love to see some rain, but look how beautiful and relaxing it is out here. Okay, everyone, so this is what's going to be on today's menu. Once again, I'm going to be making some kebabs. I'm going to be using some bell peppers, tomatoes, onions, green chili, pineapple. That's a first. I just want to try it out. just to switch things up, some mushrooms and hot smoked sausage. So a lot of chopping. I think all of this is going to be pretty quickly, other than the onion. Onions can be pretty much a pain when you're one-handed because they can be quite stubborn. But other than that, I don't think it's going to take too long to make a couple of kebabs. Let's go ahead and start chopping up some veggies. And of course, today I did bring the good old snake eater, my prototype version. So a thin slicey blade, and I'm ready for some cooking. So let's get to it. There's thunder on the mountain, so I better get a move on cooking up my dinner because I may not have a campfire tonight if it comes down, which, you know, I'm all for it. I really want to see some rain, so God, I hope so. But look at these skies. All right, so not too shabby. The sun's about to set. We're getting some lightning and some thunder. Got some dinner already cooking. Got my shelter set up. And now it's just time to relax. So as always, folks, thank you so much for joining me. To all my loyal and much-loved companions who are joining me in spirit. And, you know, we're out here making the best out of nature. And I'm slowly healing and getting better. As you can tell, I'm able to do more things with my hand, slowly but surely. Cheers, everyone. Well, rain has begun, so time to get my kebabs out of here. I mean, the beauty of kebabs is they're basically ready to eat. Most of this food they can be eaten raw if need be. So, you know, I think it's good enough. But yeah, time to get these out of here. Oh man, it's coming down. I'm not even mad. Honestly, I have missed rain. It's been such a drought, such a dry year for us, and it's just been scalding temperatures, 102, 103, that, God, this feels so refreshing. So, yeah, of course, that may mess with my fire later on, but honestly, I don't care. I'm having a great time out here. Dinner is ready. So, check this out. I could get little things with my hands now. The hands are still numb. They're hard to control. It's like using the claw machines, at the arcade trying to pick up a teddy bear. That's how it feels, but it's improvement over last time. Mm-hmm. Now let's try a pineapple. I've never tried pineapple um, on kebabs before. In fact, I don't really even eat pineapple. So just being a little adventurous. If they saw me cooking pineapple on my kebabs in the 1700s, they would have burned me at the stake for witchcraft. So let's see if it's worth it. Yeah, definitely. It's really good. Good old tomato. Good, simple recipe. I mean, this thing is ready. It's charred and ready in 7 to 10 minutes at most. You can add whatever you want. If you like chicken, add some chicken. If you like steak, add some steak. If you like broccoli, throw it on your kebabs. So it's a very easy meal to have out here when you're in a hurry. Also, like if you have kids and stuff like that or picky eaters, they can add whatever. If they wanted to make a kebab of nothing but mushrooms, let them have it. So I'm keeping these kebabs warm up here so I can eat them later on tonight or for breakfast. But I'm pretty full. I think I'm just going to put them away in a plastic bag and just eat them later on. If I keep them here, they're just going to end up burning. So time to put these away. Well, good morning, everybody. So I went to bed pretty early. I was pretty tired last night. I had jury duty in the morning and I didn't sleep the whole night because I don't know, I get scared that I'm going to miss it or something like that. And so by the time I was up here, I was running on fumes, and then of course, having a couple of beers and then relaxing in front of the campfire got me pretty sleepy. So I did go to bed around 10, which is very early for me. And now I got some coffee going. I just washed up and just cleaning up my hand real quick. So a little bit of a channel update. I know everyone's been like following my health journey. Is I am feeling much better. I mean, I've started physical therapy already, and I mean the fact that I can do this is, I mean, phenomenal compared to what I was, what I was able to do a couple months ago, which is basically nothing. I'm able to do little things. I'm able to hold small things. Now, of course, I don't have any feeling on these fingers, so it's kind of like, it feels like I'm using those little claw machines at the arcade to pick up a little stuffed animal. So it's a little odd, but the fact that I'm able to do little things, pick up a little chapstick, stuff like that. And of course, once again, I have physical therapy, which they help me with massages and exercises. And then, of course, they give me homework. And so every night I do, stretches and stuff like that. So, once again, I mean, obviously it's still very limited, but I mean, once again, going back to a couple months ago, this is outstanding. So slowly but surely we're getting there. You can see the scab on my hand has already come off, so I just have that scar. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely we are getting there. So that's good. And I like to be as independent as possible. I don't like to be babied. Even when I was a baby, I didn't like being babied. So I like to be as independent as possible. So I was far overdue to get out here and just put myself, to do stuff independently, so I don't have to rely on anyone or whatever. So far so good. After my breakfast, I'm gonna start packing it on up because I gotta be leaving town later on today. So this has to be a quick overnighter. So breakfast time, I got my coffee. It was just the instant coffee, the Copicos. Very great to carry when you're going lightweight. And I'm not going to be cooking anything. I'm kind of traveling light today. I got to get going pretty soon because I got to leave town in a couple of hours. For breakfast, I'm going to have some pumpkin empanadas. That's what they're known locally. You folks up north may know them as turnovers, like a pumpkin turnover, I guess. And yeah, so I'm going to eat like probably one or two of these. And I just want to show you guys this really cool, nifty new EDC item I got. And this was sent to me by my buddy, Scott J. Marshall. One-handed scissors. And so I use these all the time. Scissors have become my best friend. But I did have this large, cumbersome pair of scissors that I was lugging around for a while. This is much more niftier and lightweight and cooler, I may add. So big thank you once again to my buddy Scott J. Marshall for sending me this. Very quick, lightweight, really awesome. Well, everyone, that's about it for me. I'm all packed up and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and call this a success. Now, overall, I feel like I did pretty good one-handed. There's a couple of things I do struggle with. Zippers are an absolute nuisance. Also, tent poles can be a little bit difficult. But as with all things, you know, it takes a little bit of practice and repetition, and I'll get better at them. Also, of course, as you can tell, I am healing, so it's getting easier to do stuff. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and consider this a success. And thank you so much for your continued support, your prayers, your encouragement, all that stuff as I continue in my journey getting better and kind of just adapting to this new lifestyle and living life again. So thank you so much. I think after this, I'm overdue for a solo one-handed fishing trip or a solo stealth camping one-handed. So I think that would be pretty cool. Chime on down below, whichever one you think would be the better option. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, suggestions. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.